Hey everyone, Drew Morio from D20 Advice, and I'm late, and I have crap lighting. I'm on the phone again. I have too much bright light coming from everywhere. So I've been taking my son swimming today, so I'm a bit kind of all over the place because I had to go swimming and then go shopping, and we weren't planning on going swimming, so it was a bit of an impromptu thing. And yeah, so just everything's all over the place. So I apologize for everything just not. Well, let's get some semblance of a regular background in here. Yeah, laundry hanging up because the weather is unpredictable at the moment. So I've missed a few days, not just because of swimming today, obviously, but just various things piling up. But today is an example of just other things piling up. So today is three things. It's My 30-Day World, day 13, 14, and 15, if memory serves. So, day 13, the question there is, who dominates the political spheres of your world? Political spheres is what the world is all about. So, who dominates the political spheres? The elves dominate their own political sphere. The dwarves dominate their own political sphere. The humans dominate their own political sphere. There is no world-dominating empire. There is no one spanning clique or sect. There's nothing like that. The only exception to that being the Druids. Now, the Druids by many are not considered a political organization, but they are. They have an agenda. They are extra political in that they operate outside the usual kingdom structure. They have no agreements with any kingdom. They just go where they please. It's just that everyone has kind of learned that if you mess with the Druids, you get the full force of them coming down on you, which makes it a lot easier for Druids to get around. I, in fact, invented for my campaign a Druid background, which is a Druidic initiate as a background package, which means that you could be a member of the Druid Order and be a Druid initiate without being a Druid, the character class. It would give you essentially like the soldier background. You would have rank and privileges within the Druid Order. You would also have access to the Druid Craft cantrip. And that's it. Now, the Druid Craft cantrip activates portals and things to get about the place. You need more specialized elemental magics to get into the more secure, like locked doors and things and magical activation things that the Druids have. But by and large, Druidcraft will get you around the usual places, so a Druid initiate is all that you need. So they wield a lot of behind-the-scenes political power, but no one talks about them like they're a political power, because by and large people don't think about them as a political power. A floorboard just gave way. That's not good. Anyway, what else do we have? We have another one. I have a viewer. That's really interesting. How do you become a druid? That's a really good question. I've never had someone come up on a live stream thing before, so I apologize for being a little daunted. Yeah, so how do you become... Where are they mustered from? Everywhere. Any race. They are... Oh, hello. They are mustered from absolutely any race, any kingdom, because the Druid Order manages to like seep into everywhere, and they have agents everywhere. They just find people to recruit and recruit them, much in the same way that the Fae do. The Fae do it mostly through like bargains and things, and they like blackmail small villages and get tributes sent to them. But the Druid Order operates in a very similar thing. It's very clandestine, very cloak and dagger. So some people don't trust the Druid Order, but by and large, people don't know that they're there. They just know that if you see someone in a green leafy cloak going around weaving magic about, you probably stay out of their way. Hello, Eric. Hello. Hello. Just talking on the phone for a minute. I apologise, I'm still looking after my son. So, that's the Druids. Want to say hi?
Hi.
There we go. Right, there you go. Do you want to go and play in your playroom?
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the political side of things. The day 14 one was who wields political power. I've forgotten what the other one was. I remember day 15 was about a material. What material is special in your world? And the Feyweave bursting into this plane of existence leaves behind crystals that can be magically imbued. They also grant magical power. So there's a lot of these crystals like dotted about the place, and they are buried in like mountains and hillsides and things. So you have to go dungeon delving to find these things, and they grant brand new spells, like 8th and 9th level spells that haven't been seen anywhere in the world before. Day 14 is how safe travel is. Thank you. So yeah, the material, this crystal, is mined. Lots of empires seek after it. One of the early sessions that I run whenever I'm starting this campaign over again for new people is Siren Basal, one of the main NPCs, sends you to this place where there's supposed to be riches. You don't find riches, you find this crystal. And upon finding this crystal, the elves, the dwarves, and the humans all then want this crystal. So depending on who you tell about it, depends on what's going to happen. And there's a big battle that is planned on happening around there, depending on how you deal with it. The other thing is star metal. This is the thing that magic arms and armor is made out of, sort of an amalgam of mithril and adamantite, rather than being distinct, discrete materials. This is star metal, and depending on how it's forged, turns it into one or the other. So occasionally, meteorites crash down, star metal. So again, it's a gold rush to try and find these things. How safe is travel in the world? Relatively safe in the civilized areas. Up north, not safe at all. That is where you have wyverns, however you pronounce it, kobolds, raiding parties just scattering all over the place. The place is in near perpetual twilight, so you don't get like bright sunlight or anything. So it's a dangerous, murky place to hang around. You're close to a lot of dragons and beholders and giants. So the moment you step into that territory, you are going to be schemed upon and used as a pawn in someone's game. But down south, relatively safe to travel around. You've got guards patrolling back and forth in elven kingdoms. In dwarven kingdoms especially, they'll often just offer a guided escort. But when it comes to the human lands, usually left on your own, but they have militias that will go out and deal with pockets of resistance and people that they find wanting to start trouble, like orcs or goblins or whatever's planned on raiding the farmlands and things. So it's relatively safe. Dwarves, I would say, are the safest. Humans, if you let them know that there's a problem, they'll come and fix it for you. The elves, if they think it's going to be a problem for them and you're a mate of theirs, then they'll come and help you. The gnomes will always come and help you. Gnome traders travel the wilderness all on their own all the time. It's mostly because they've got like hidden balusters in the back of their wagons, but they look after themselves. If any of them see you on the road, they will try and help you. They'll try and sell you things. The interesting thing about the gnomes that I haven't covered yet, and I'm hoping comes up in a later one, is that they are communist. They act as traders and allow the free flowing of money between empires, because they trade to everyone. But internally, entirely communist. They don't barter or trade. If someone wants something or needs something, they don't have a strong attachment to goods. So they just say, well, I'm not using it, so go ahead, have it. But they do expect the same in return. They're not pushovers. They don't just give and give and give. They're not the giving tree. So they will, as nice as they can, just kind of go, I'm afraid you've sort of abused our trust a few too many times. We're not going to give you it on this occasion because we feel it's going to be useful later on down the line. But yeah, if they're not using it presently and they think it'll help you more than it'll help them, they'll give it to you. But only if you're a gnome, only if you know about the secret. That's the thing, because they're trying to make sure that they remain apolitical, that they remain outside of world affairs, because they think that by being directly involved and being known to be involved in world affairs, that will affect things. People will come to them, maybe come to hate them, and they're trying to protect each other as well as everyone else. So they're just trying to be like beneficent people wandering the landscape. So yeah, that's day 13, 15, and 14 sorted there. I'm going to go, because I need to go and make a lasagna. But thank you very much for dropping in. I've not had someone actually be there while I've been live streaming, because usually my live streams are relatively short, like 5 to 20 minutes, and I don't advertise them ahead of time, because a lot of times they are last minute. So thank you very much for popping in, and I'll see you all later. I'll see you later. Really interesting racial dynamic. Gnomes sound lovely mates. They are. I really wanted to differentiate gnomes from halflings. So I made halflings essentially just short humans, humans with dwarfism, and gnomes as this really interesting sort of background string pulling thing because they never really get a lot of love elsewhere. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you very much, and see you later. Bye!